Hello and welcome to Vintage Story. We're here for the early birds while I finish getting myself situated. You got a sneak peek at the game before I popped up the countdown screen because it's time to count down. We are still got 5 minutes until I actually start playing the game, but I want to give people a chance to show up, the early birds. So welcome. How's everybody doing? Everybody staying warm? I know a lot of the country is under a lot of North America is getting hit by cold winter storms. Um I unfortunately in the Pacific Northwest am not. It's been actually quite clear. It's been cold, but it's been clear and sunny. It started raining last night, so we're back to cloudy and rainy, but it's not snowing or icy. So, yay! I hate winter anyway. I've said that before, and I'll say it again. So, yes, welcome. Today, my plan is to try and get some fire clay bricks going, making them, first of all, and then firing them in our newly expanded pit kiln area. And then also, I think I'm going to try my hand at this water trough. We may mess it up. That's okay. We're going to try chiseling. Also, I'm going to try and make... I'm not going to try. I'm going to make a new chisel, see if we can use that to break down the copper anvil. And what else are we going to do today? Make a new chisel. Make more wattle to finish the walls for the forge area. And if we have time and I feel like it and I don't freeze to death, I'm going to collect some cattails. But that reminds me, I need to tell the rest of the world I am streaming. So hang out and I'll be right back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back. I was just posting on Discord servers that I am live and accidentally got myself timed out on one because I forgot to delete an at everybody, which I used on my own server, Discord server. But posting on somebody else's, they were like, no, we don't think so. So I have myself a good old timeout. Well, we'll just have to remember to go back in a minute and do that. But welcome. Hi. Hello. Suggestion. What? What? don't know. Okay, YouTube's trying to tell me to do something, and I don't want to. Howdy, Molded. Welcome. Let me go see if I can post in that Discord server again. I have 3 minutes until my timeout is over. Well, I guess I'm not posting there today, but welcome. Guess what? It is time to play. Yay. Welcome. There was supposed to be an E on there. What? Stream Elements bot is running. Hello. Okay. Cool. Anyway, let's just stop dilly-dallying and get in here and do this thing. Let me bring you into the stream. Hi. I remember how to do this. Actually, doing it on YouTube is a little bit different than doing it on Twitch, so bear with me. Alrighty. Just making sure YouTube is caught up and you guys can see the game. Oop, I hit the microphone. Alright, no webcam. That's good, because I don't have to worry about what I look like. Let's get into the game. Alright, what were we doing? It is January 5th, year 1, and it is 7:30. Almost 7:40. There's medium rift activity. My torch over there has burnt out. Oh no. Quick, let's save this one before it goes out. Did we save it in time? I think so. Alright. What are we doing with our life? Okay. I'm sorry, sir. You were sacrificed. Okay, does that mean our other torch is gonna burn out? I didn't know. Anyway. I hope you're still with me, Molded, because I, messed up on things, so that's fine. Get the torch out of my hand, I guess. Alright, so we left off in the last stream. I was doing some panning, so let's empty our pockets. The things that we don't need. So we've got some flint spearheads. Cool. Some clear quartz, we're up to 8. Some regular quartz, we're up to 48. Copper chunks we have to take somewhere else. Blue clay, we're up to 12. And sphalerite, that can just go up there. And rocks. Still there. Alright, good job. Good to hear, good to hear. Okay. I know there is a delay between me and you. Between the stream and chat. My brain will function eventually. Okay, so we've got some sand here and we've got sand up there too. Should we start the session with more panning? No, we are collecting rocks in here. Okay, we've got a bunch more sand because we were digging it up. I wanted to... Do we have any wood in here? Probably not. Just firewood. That's fine. Okay, let's see. It is a little bit before... What's its medium rift activity? Sure, if I stick my head out, I'm gonna see somebody. Doesn't look like it. Even though it is medium rift activity. That's fine. I'm not gonna complain about it. Alright. Looks like a lovely night. See the moon out. It's fine. We're getting hungry. So we started building a wall to enclose our forge area. We completely roofed it. We have most of the walkways, most of the fence gates, I believe, have a complete overhang on each side with a little blip up in the middle. We did put a step here, but with the snow, it doesn't really make much of a difference. And then I did start changing the path out from these half blocks that are way down there to ones that go up there. And yeah. I see him over there. There's a Blowtorn out there waiting to snag me, and I don't want him to. So let's go ahead and eat before we starve. Okay, I don't remember what we're eating, but let's take a look. We're eating, it's 2 servings, 2 servings, 4 servings. Okay, I think we're eating this one because it's the oldest. Or like, you know, it's going to go bad the soonest. I'm trying to remember how to keep this done. But it's okay, there's a rift out there now. I can see it. Alright. Let's go ahead and, like I said, let's hop in the sink here and do a little panning before bed. Because everybody, you know, likes panning before bed. I mean, we could even not go to bed, but that means just spending the whole night panning, I guess, because it's -14 outside with a medium rift activity. Do we really want to go outside and freeze? I mean, last stream, I went outside for a while and was trying to work and had to come back inside because I was cold. It gets cold outside. Alright, we've got some quartz, we got a rock, that's good. We got, ooh, a copper spearhead, that's nice. If we find a candle today, I will be so happy. I think that was another sphalerite, looks like, because we already had only 1 earlier, now we have 2. Let me know if all the audio and video settings are suitable for your entertainment. And if not, I'll try and do something about it. Much like, see, I was saying that, like, in most of North America, it is very cold. Cold and snowy and all that stuff. And here in the Pacific Northwest, we've actually, for the last week or so, it's been sunny. It's been cold, but not like freezing. It kind of got freezing a little bit, but it's been sunny. It's been nice. It has been rather nice, although it did start raining again last night, so it's back to cloudy, but then there was some sun breaks this morning, so, you know, it's like not bad. There's no snow. It's not freezing, so I consider myself lucky. Considering I hate the winter anyway, I instead of living in the Pacific Northwest, I'd rather just live in the Pacific, like California, southern. But, you know, I live where I live right now, and I gotta make do. Someday I will have money set aside, and I will move myself to some place where it stays warm most of the year. Although I've been hearing, like, even Florida, I've been hearing, has been getting snow this year, so they could get snow in California next. I haven't heard about any snow in California, but it's a possibility. You know, that's global warming for you. Hot in the summer, cold in the winter. Do 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 do. I hope the weather has been treating you well, that you've been staying warm and cozy. Let's do one more, and then we'll call it a night, I guess. So I do have a small task list for today. I said did it for the early birds, which I don't think you were here yet, but if you were, that's okay. You get to hear it again. So top priority, I'm going to try and make some fire clay. I am going to make a water trough for our barnyard. It means we're going to be doing some chiseling. I'm going to make a new chisel, so hopefully we can break down our copper anvil. Oh, I got money! kind of cold here, but no snow. That's good. I got some money. That's not my money chest. That's okay. We'll continue. I got excited. I'm like, I have money. Look at that rusty gear. The only place in the world where rusty gears are money. Oh, that's so exciting. I might actually be able to buy beeswax with that. Okay, let's pop that there. This is our travel chest. All right, we're up to 18 rusty gears. Look at that. Oof. We got some lapis. I don't know if anybody buys lapis. I did have a notebook at one point in time that I listed what the traders around me buy and sell, and I've been rearranging things lately, and I have no idea where it went. It's out there somewhere. Oh, I have 2 stacks of these. Hi. Let's... Oh, do they only stack to 4? Oh, that's a travesty. Well, we're gonna have to make some more spears then, I guess. Put that one in there. And more quartz. Alright, so we've got a bunch of copper spears already. Do I really want... Yeah, we might as well make more flint spears. I don't have any sticks on me. Sticks. The river sticks. No, I don't have any sticks on me. That's okay. We have some. Alright, anyway, as I was saying, make a new chisel to break down the anvil. Put the sand away. Nope, we can't do that. That's why I have some in my inventory, I guess. Do we have a spot in here? Not really. Okay. Let's go sleep, and then I'll tell you about the rest of the plans. Sleep. So we're gonna make a new chisel, break down the anvil, gonna make some more wattle to finish the forge wall. It's not gonna be completely walled in, but it's gonna, you know, have some semblance of safety. And if we have time and I feel like it, we're gonna collect some cattails. And then maybe we'll make more what is it called? Fanned cobblestone? Which is some pretty decorative blocks that we're putting around the edge of the barnyard. Per your request. I don't remember what happened to my list of what you suggested. I remember it was like cobble around the barnyard with a trough in the middle and then some other doodads. Again, I wrote it down somewhere and I've been cleaning and don't know where that somewhere is. Alright, let's go check on our torches. Make sure we reset all those before they go out. And we'll probably need to make another falx. That sucks. Okay. Hi, dude. Nope. 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 We're gonna go this way. Run away! Run away! Alright, what is medium rift activity? Okay. Good thing I checked before I ran away. Off into the wild blue yonder. Lawn in the middle with the border. Okay, that's what I've got. We got a bunch of sand because I went around replacing all the sand that was in the barnyard with dirt so that we can have grass. And then I replaced half of it with dry stones, but then I only have a few dry stones, so I decided we'd do it with this fanned cobblestone, which is a new texture we can create. Did he despawn? Or is he just hiding from me? I think he despawned. And then I'm gonna chisel a trough for watering. For, you know, therefore water drinking. And I don't know if you've caught any of the VODs or VODs from the last streams, but the bunnies and the sheep have changed places. What else is going on? I think that's about it. No chickens still. But yeah, we enclosed this. We expanded the pit kiln area so we can fire more bricks. So we have one, they only stack to 12 high. And so that one's got 12 in it. This one's only got 6, so we need to make more. what else is going on around here? Yes, you watched a couple? Okay, cool. So I don't have to try and recap you on everything. If something comes up and you like, I don't know what... Oop, hello. I don't know what's going on, just let me know. Because I don't always know what's going on. Okay, we still have a chicken and a rabbit. Because every time I put a basket trap down there to capture the chicken, the basket trap would be triggered, but the chicken would not be in it. And then when I break the trap, it disappeared. Our fruit tree is still trying to decide if it's going to grow. So this is the dry stone. It looks really nice, but we didn't have enough to go all the way around the perimeter. So I was watching some previews and they're going to be having snow shovels in the shovel in the future, which would make moving snow easier. Anyway, so we made these guys, these panned cobblestone, which are kind of cool. So they go around this way. Dude, you are not a rabbit. He's like, what? I was stretching. No. No, 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 I don't want your Girl Scout cookies, okay? We also killed a few rabbits last stream because I had a few. So there are rabbits running around in there. I think I have 3 Schrodinger's chicken. Yeah. So we have this fan that goes along the front of the barn here and along here to about here. I don't remember. Does it go this way? Yeah, we went around this way. But then from here over that way and that way, it's this dry stone. And I think I'm going to take that up and replace it with more of these. But these are a little more complicated to make. If we look up the fan, and we'll just pick one, or we could actually look for ours. Okay. So it requires a bunch of stones, some sand, and some gravel. Oh, that's not so bad. What was I thinking that was more complicated? Oh, I think it's actually making the dry stone is more complicated because you have to like make a chiseled block or something. Dry stone. Yeah, you have to have a ashlar block surrounded by stones. And to make an ashlar block, you have to chisel a rock slab, a polished rock slab. And to get a polished rock slab, you have to chisel a polished rock. And to get a polished rock, you have to chisel a whole rock. It's a lot more steps. So that's why we have a bunch of sand, which we also got from digging up in there. And then the barnyard isn't exactly even. I was kind of counting it. It's like 9 by 10 or something. So this dirt block is kind of the center mark where I think I want the trough to be. It's off center from the building, but what can I do? The building is odd numbered because I don't plan accordingly. So yeah, we're about to starve. All right, so first things first, or second, third, fourth, fifth. Oh yeah, we were doing torches. Almost forgot. I got distracted. Okay, we did those. We didn't do this one. Okay, and then we got to do these guys over here because I really don't want to go around replacing torches again, or like making more torches. It's just such a pain. Also, I don't know what to do over in this area. I don't know. I'm also like Part of me doesn't want to keep this wall, but part of me does. I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah, life is lifing. Okay. So, we need to close the door to the house. Actually, we need to go get some more food before we go wandering around. And, you know, let's go ahead and take those. And we'll move this here and those there. Because our twine. So now we have 5 flax twine, which we can start making something else. Also, I don't remember where we got metal parts from, but we have metal parts. Okay. Let's get food. Luckily, the nice thing is with being winter, it's kind of freezing, so everything in our cellar is keeping for quite a long time. Okay, let's put that off the pop bar. And then let's go to the forge area or storage, both, all of the above. And did we do... We did the torches in here already. I'm pretty sure we did. Also, I want to make more tin bronze, but we're kind of out of tin. So, hey, wait. We have that in here. Okay. Cool. Good to know. Let's come in here. We have a thing of sticks somewhere. Only have 13 sticks left. Ooh. Ooh. I thought we had a lot more sticks. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess we'll take all of them. So remove... Nope. Remove all. Okie dokie. Well, maybe we won't be doing all that. Let's just leave these guys in here, I guess. Because we have plenty of spears for now. We have these 3 on us. Then I think we also have a couple hanging up in the house. Okay. Okay. All right. So we want to make fire clay, which means we need to calcify some flint, which means we need to throw those in there. Say what? Oh, will create. I'm like, what? But it said it already was. I'm like, huh? Let's grab 2 peat and like half the stack of coal. I'm sure that's more than enough, but never can tell around here. Okay, we'll throw those in there, and then we'll grab our torch and light that up. Okay, that's lit. Awesome. Put that back up there. Okay, so while that's heating up, can we look in our handbook? Yes. Okay, so how do we make torch holders? Brass torch holder requires 2 plates of brass. And how do we make brass? 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 Baby. How do... Okay, hold on. How do we make brass? I know brass is a conglomerate, but what is it? Oh, here we go. Zinc and copper. Oh. We could make some brass. throw you in there. Okay. That's not the only thing I wanted to look up. I also wanted to look up a scroll rack. Let's look at birch. Okay, so it needs nails and strips, and then 5 boards. That's not bad. That's not bad. So it can hold scrolls, but more importantly, it can hold tuning cylinders, which we have 1 of, and it also would make a really cool thing to hold stuff. All right, let's do that for a minute. It's getting dark. It's still calm out. That's fine. Do we have any boards in storage? Yes. Oh, our saw's in here too. Why is our saw in here? Okay. Can't wait for spring because none of my trees are growing. That sucks. And then do we have... Yes, nails and strips. Awesome. So then we can make... So it was 1 of these here? No, here. And then 5 boards. In an X. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? You. Oh, I had it in the wrong place. What is this one? Oh. Also, I was looking at the Vintage Story and the Discord and the YouTube and stuff. Anyway, they're sneak peeking that you're going to be able to place objects besides books on shelves, which you can't currently. But that's a sneak peek for the next update. But we could make one of those bookshelves. We have a bookshelf already, so let's just stick with this guy. Sweet. All right, how many of these guys have we made? 3. And we've burned through, like, what? We had 12, so we burned through 4 of these coal. I don't like that it resets to back to, like, the temperature resets after each one is done. That doesn't make sense. Like, they're all heating up together. In my mind, right? So why does it have to go back to cold when it's going to the next one? And it's like taking one whole coal. It's beyond me and perplexes me and yes, I'm starting to think about interior design because I'm also starting to think about my main build. This is just kind of the starter. I did post on my YouTube community page a while back. I believe that's where I posted it. A picture of a grand mansion. Are you gonna get hot enough? Oh, we might get one more out of that before it cools. Or not. No, I don't think so. Alright, we're just gonna leave that there because I don't want to handle hot flint. Anyway, yeah. I posted a picture of a grand mansion and I'm gonna try and sit down over the next week or so and work out. I own grid paper from all my years making builds on the other block game. And I want to sit down with the grid paper and kind of plan out a floor plan based on this inspiration house that I have. Oh, that's right. We have to grind it up first. But you can go over here for now. Need to. There we go. Oh, that is... Why is the scroll rack so much thicker than a bookcase? Like, why? That does not make sense. Okay, let's swap these around. All right. So scroll rack first, and then our bookcase, which went here. Okay. And then our one lonely book. I'll put it on the bottom. yeah. Also, the game is also thinking of interior decorating, so yay. Yeah, so I want to sit down and start planning that out so that hopefully, you know, summer, maybe fall, we can start planning that build, or I can start working on that build. Because I don't want to live here forever. But we're definitely going to have to spend some time gathering resources. And of course I have to know what I'm doing to know what resources I'm going to need, so... You know, the good old catch-22 kind of thing. Alright. How do we make fire clay again? Okay. 8 clay around the flint. Right. And we only have 4. I'm not going to use the blue clay. I think I'm going to save that for something else. The sticks, let's put those in here for now, because we're going to need those for the pit kilns. Unless we go out, you know, collecting sticks, which we never did make any shears. We should probably make some shears. Let me put that on my list so I don't forget. Make shears. Because with shears, we can collect more tree seeds and more sticks than we can than just using, you know, our axe or our hand or whatever to punch this leaves. Right, we need more clay. That I'm pretty sure we have plenty of. Yes. I forget that I don't have to repeatedly click, I can just hold it. Let's go with, I think that's divisible by 8. I don't know. I'm not really good at math sometimes. Okay, so if we put you in the middle, I guess we would need 72 clay to make all of this. Okay, that's fine. Yep, okay. So maybe we do grab all of it. All right, I grabbed all of it, right? Nope, there's still 23 in there. Okay. Well, I grabbed a whole stack. That's acceptable. So. Okay. All right. And then to take the fire clay, we need to do it in 4s to make bricks. Awesome. So we have 18 bricks. Okay. So then we can come over here and... Okay, there's 12 in there. Alright, we can get that many. Okay, it's a start. So now to get those firing, we need our grass, which we've only got 3 of. That's not going to be nearly enough. Okay, luckily we have a crate of grass, right? Right? Let's put the rest of that away. Hello. Okay. And Q shift add all items. There we go. Okay, grass is down here. So let's remove all items. I don't think it does all items. I think it only does a stack at a time. That's fine. Okay. So... Okay. Grab our flint, which is... says it... No, it's cold. But it still looks hot. I'm confused. Why is the flint still red? Okay. Awesome. Now, what did we do with our sticks? What did we do with the sticks? We put them in the other room, didn't we? I'm fine. It's you. You're the one who has a problem, right? Okay. I really need to do something about that. I left the door open again? Okay. It's fine. Sticks. I think it takes... Oh, does it take 4 or 8 sticks per kiln? Oof. If it takes 8 per kiln, we're in trouble. Okay. I don't know. Okay, it takes 4. Yay. Oh, it takes 8. Okay. There isn't any way to, like, make sticks, is there? Nope. Okay. Well... Well, I guess let's go to sleep and then we'll head out in the morning. There's grass. And look for more sticks again. I'm distracted by something else. Yes, I must eat. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. Okay, we ate. Let's grab some more food so we don't starve. Okay, so 58 days, which is the hefty meat and onion stew. That lasts for a really long time. And that is 36, 40, and 40. So our next one is this meal here, which is 36 days of spelt porridge with mashed onions. Okay. And yes, we do have extra spears over here. We have, I guess, only 1 extra spear. Alright. Chisel pickaxe. Oh, we have an axe. We have an axe right there. It's brand new. Oh, okay. We must have made a backup. Alright, still calm rift activity. That's fine. So, let's go... I guess we'll go this way. In search of sticks. I mean, I guess we could get some sticks from the bushes. Hopefully we won't get too cold while we're out and about. Oh, these are berry bushes. They're not going to give me sticks. Ugh. Okay. It's fine. I think this scraggly little tree over here wants me to put it out of its misery. This one right here. As long as I don't fall in a hole. We should have made shears, shouldn't we? Oh well. I like say, let's do this thing so we can, you know, be more successful at doing this other thing. And then I don't actually listen to myself. I feel like that sand should fall. It didn't. Okay, well, that's okay. We need to take down trees anyway, right? Take them down. Okay. Seeds. All right, we got a few sticks out of that. And a vine. And a stick. Carrying around stuff we don't need. Excuse me. I was hitting the wrong button. Don't mind me. I forgot how to play this game. Staying here hitting the wrong button. Okay. What? Okay. Watch out for holes in the ground. It's like I don't want to take down all the trees around my house. That's snows again. All right, don't mind me. Like, I'm gonna punch some bushes, and then all the bushes I punch are fruit bushes. Okay, this one's birch. There were some things. What is that? What is said animal? I want to sneak up on said animal and see what it is. And if I can kill it, that would be splendid. Where did it go? Is it... what is it? What is it? I think it's a deer of some sort. Okay. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting. Okay. Alright. I know this is taking a really long time because I'm crouching, but I don't want to get up and sprint because then I'm afraid I'm going to scare it away too far and we'll never find it. I've hit it twice. I'm lucky. One more. Okay, went over here. Can't see it through the bushes though. We're sneaking up. We are the silent hunter. Where did it go? Does anybody see it? Where? Is that it? don't want to stand up and scare it away. We may have lost it. I don't see it. Shoot. We're doing so good, too. I'm never gonna find it in here. Oh well, we got plenty of bushes though. Let's just start punching these. Maybe we'll find it. Or we'll find something else, who knows. I feel really good for trying to hunt something. I think it was a sheep or a deer. It was a large game animal anyway. And we may have been able to get fat from it. Oh, if only all my spears were copper. Not that I think it really matters. But we did hit it twice, so it was wounded. Yes, I hear it. There are wolves. Where did you come from, dude? Ow. No. That's not fair. Did I get my other spear back? I don't think so. No, I did. Do you have anything for me? No. No gifts? No gifts. Like, dude, it's like calm out. Should not be here. Alright, let's get rid of some of these bushes. Did he come out of a hole in the ground? Might have. I think there is a hole over here. I think we've explored this already. Yeah, we got something. We got two rabbits. Okay. All right, let's see. At least it'll give us a little bit of meat, if nothing else. Can make some more meat stew. And nothing else. Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's skedaddle out of here. Yep, I hear him. I didn't want to see him. I know. I should have gone the other way. That's okay. There were wolves really close to there. It's like, do I actually want to risk going back and trying to find a wolf? Not really. Okay, we're just gonna go. Yeah, we're just gonna go. Although, the thought of killing a wolf sounds enticing. I really need to install the zoom mod. I still haven't done that. So I don't know about you, but it's kind of hard for me to see things at a distance. My visual quality is not great. Let's run back home. I guess we don't have to run. We can walk. Still calm rift activity. That's fine. Oh, I see green over here. Oh, that's the bush we dropped. Or bush we didn't pick up. That's fine. I thought maybe it was a crop we had missed earlier. I think we've got most of the crops in this area, which is sad to say. Okay. So, we've got 32 sticks now. That's better than we did have. Okay. And I haven't checked on our armor in a while. It's a little bit beat up, but we're still in the green. Alrighty. So we've got some sticks now. Okay. And then let's do some peat. Let's put our spears away. Wood. Oop, not in the chest. And I think, I'm pretty sure it takes 4 peat per pit kiln, so... Yep. Okay. Alright. Okay, now to carefully light these without setting myself on fire. I'm pretty sure we're good. Thought I heard something bark. What? Okay. Light you. Light you. And can we reach you? Yeah. Yep. There we go. Okay. Success. That is going. I think everything over here, nothing over here seems to be flammable. I think we're good. Speaking of torches, let's go ahead and make sure these are fresh. All right, one task done. Fire clay bricks. I mean, we're gonna need more eventually, but it's a good start. Okay. I still hear a chicken, which means nothing's eaten it yet, so yep, just still a rabbit and a chicken. Kinda keep hoping I'll find a wolf in there. Maybe a bear, although a bear could probably get out. I don't think it's deep enough to keep a bear in. Okay. Hello, Gertrude. Okay. Alrighty. I got quiet because I was thinking. Not really. I was just, you know, playing the game and staring at things. Alright, let's go make sure the torches inside the house are good, and then we'll see what we can do next. You, my dear? Barely deep enough. Yeah, just barely. Alright, sweet. So that whole adventure was just to get sticks. Okay, let's go put away our meat before I forget. Actually, let's put you in here. And we'll put you in here as well, because you still need to be cooked. Yeah, you're just raw dough, and your actual bread. It's another thing. Lasts forever. Alright. And still calm rift activity. Hi, let's get off the basket. And we'll come over here. Make sure we're not burning down the house. Nope, everything looks fine. Okay. Stack those guys. There. So now we have some sticks. We can make more spears. Do we want the flint spears? Yeah, I guess so. We'll go ahead and make extra flint spears. They don't stack, that's right. Decisions. And inquiring minds want to know. Okay. Come in here. Put away our wood. And the planks. Those are oak. That goes over there somewhere. Okay. We've got grass on us. You got one of these. A vine. Alright. Charcoal. I mean, I guess we'll take these into the house. And the dry grass. We need to make a couple more torches just for backups. Splendid. And we'll go put the dry grass away, I guess. I guess, if I can remember where it goes. Okay. Cool. Okay. So, cool. We did that. I don't think we have any gravel to make the fan cobblestones. I think we're missing gravel, but let's take a look in the house. I think last time we went up on the hill and collected gravel. We got some stones and we've got some chiseled stones. Got our rocks and our sand. And this is our traveling chest with a couple low fertility soil in there for some unknown reason. This is medium. Okay. Yeah. Oh, we got vines in here. That's fine. We can make some more arrows. We can make 9 more arrows. I mean, yeah. Do we? Alright. We have room for 1 spear up there, I guess. Okay, and I guess we'll put the dirt back in there because no other reason for it. All right. Put the spear in there too. Why not? It's fine. Oh, we had in here. Aha. The reason we made this whole scroll rack. These are still fresh for 20 days. Okay. The reason we made the scroll rack. So that we could put a cylinder in it. Or a tuning cylinder. You know what I mean. We need food. We're eating from this one. All right. So that's good. Let's go ahead and, as always, pass some time by doing some panning. Because I'm a sucker for punishment, right? It's ASMR style gameplay. Something like that. Into the sink. We're taking a bath. We are regular bathers in this house. I'm wondering, should I actually try going hunting for wolves? I mean, I'll probably die, but at least I'll have given it a shot. And we might get some more fat from them, which we could then use to make another oil lamp. Or, no, that's about it. Or to seal some crocs. But I don't think sealing crocs right now is a big deal. Also, question for everybody watching either live or later in the VOD. Do you guys prefer this live format content, or would you prefer edited episodic or non-edited episodic content? Where like I upload, 2 or 3 times a week versus 1 hour You know, 2 or 3 times a week at a like 20 to 30 minute video, or once a week for 2 hours. Inquiring minds want to know. Meaning me. I'm an inquiring mind. I'm kind of curious what everybody's preference is on content. Length and format. Alright, so that's a clear quartz? Yes. We're gonna stock up on arrows pretty soon, then we're gonna need more feathers. Which means we might have to just kill the chicken instead of trying to trap it in a basket trap again. Which, technically, we could try doing that again, but I'm afraid I'm gonna lose more baskets. Which is a shame. Ooh, we're gonna not have to make any spears for a while. That's good. Collecting all our spearheads. If I could find a candle, I'd be happy day. I'm easy, but it's not often I can catch the live streams. Got it. But if you can't catch the live streams, would you prefer watching a 2-hour video VOD, a 2-hour video, or 20 to 30 minutes? Whether or not you can watch it live. We got some more sphelerite. I need to hydrate. Okay. Because I have 2 content creators I watch that do Vintage Story. One does episodic videos and one live streams, but then also edits it into episodics. I'd rather just do one or the other, although I have been going back and forth because of scheduling reasons. I mean, originally it was live streamed on Twitch and then uploaded here episodically, but I don't know. I'm torn. The shorter format suits you better, but it requires editing. Yeah, but editing isn't always so bad, especially if I'm just taking... Now, if I'm not editing it down to, like... If I just break up, like, full content where you see all the boring stuff where I'm just, you know, twiddling my thumbs, looking at screens and sorting my inventory. Kind of like a live stream. So if I just take the live footage and edit it down into smaller bits, you know, like 1 or 2 days per episode, that's not so bad to edit. Now, if I'm going and taking out all the boring stuff and eliminating the stuff and making it more action-packed and adventure and focused, then I'm like, that requires a little more thought and editing. Okay. Episodes might benefit those who get behind and catch up quicker. Got it. That's what I'm thinking. Because the 2 people I watch, I haven't watched Vintage Story playthrough in months. So I'm trying to catch up. And the person who does episodic, it's easy for me to blow through like 5 episodes at 1 1/4 speed, or 1 1/2 if I'm feeling daring. And then the other person who does live stream then splits it into episodic. I prefer watching the VODs because then I can watch it all in one chunk. But I can see how it's easy. It sometimes takes a lot of time because I don't want to stop until the episode's over. Or until the stream is over. So I'm like, I don't know. Okay. It's just something I've been giving thought to because also that way if I'm doing it pre-recorded in episodics, that way I can sit down and play whenever I have the time and then upload it on a set schedule. And then like if I'm away working, I don't have to worry about not being home to stream or coming home to stream, and then you guys will still get content instead of going months without it. That's my thought behind that. We got blue clay. We've got more flint arrowheads. Clear quartz. Copper arrowheads and copper spearheads. Okay, cool. I will wait and see if there is feedback in the comments of the VOD. And I'll give it all some consideration. But I think returning to an episodic format that's pre-recorded might work better for everybody. That way you guys get consistent content, and I can make content whenever I can, whenever I'm available. And not have to feel bad about uploading or, you know, not being able to upload or come home to upload, you know, all that stuff. Okay. Another croc down. We're gonna have to cook again soon, I think. Squeeze me. Alright, we're still Calm Rift activity. Goodness gracious. Great rocks of fire. Close the door behind me. Oop, my pit kilns are done. I thought it took longer. I thought it took him 48 hours, but Yay! Now we can add to our stack of bricks. Okay, I was like double checking. I'm like, was there something above that? Nope. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can get ahead of yourself with episodes and have content ready for when you're busy. Yeah. Because I did that November time, I think. I knew I wasn't going to be home, so I went and played for a while and pre-recorded it into episodes, and that seemed to work okay. Also, like, if I only have an hour to play, eventually, yes. The problem is right now, if I try venturing too far from home, I start freezing. Because it's really cold outside. But yeah, I do want to go exploring more come springtime. Right now, I'm kind of trying to work around the base. I also wanted to make more... Let's make sure we don't have any wattle already in the chest. Apparently it's been snowing again. No. Okay. Alright, let's... Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Alright. Quick. I'm gonna try this. This is fun. I'm gonna start a poll. I know you're the only one here, so it's gonna be fun, but it's gonna be an adventure. So what do I do next? Do I make a chisel? Or what was the other thing I was thinking of? Ah, chisel, trough. All right, so make chisel. Chisel, trough, and start poll. Dun da da da! Huzzah! Redacted. Did you redact? Did you redact? Retracted. Oh, did you take back your message? Okay, so I started a poll. That should be appearing somewhere in your feed. Back to the game. All right. I have a chisel. It's in the house. I have a chisel, but I need a new chisel, I think. I think I need a 100% new chisel to chisel down this copper anvil. Or I can use the chisel I have to go chisel something. Yes, you okay, you redacted your own question. Got it. Or retracted. Redacted, retracted. Where's that dirt that we had that we didn't want? This one. Okay, because I was thinking we could make stone path. We need 4 stones. That's why that's okay. Pew 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 pew. Huzzah! We made 2 more paths. Nice. Okay, so then if I stone path slab. Okay, you're just grass. Haha. Now you're stone path. You are stone path slab. Be gone, slab! Huzzah. There we go. Okay, and then we come over here. And how do I do this? End pole. Huzzah! I chisel a trough. 1. Yay! Okay. You're the only person here, really. So I just wanted to try it because I could. Because I've never used that feature before. I think there's one like that in Twitch, but I never use it. But now that I know it's there. Now, pretty sure, and I'm gonna double check, that if I take this guy, I can't like slap one of these on top of the other to make a whole one. No. And I don't think I can do anything with it. No. Nope. It is what it is. So, question. Do I save all these path slabs? I'm gonna put a piece of sand there for now because I dug it up. And use them somewhere or something. I don't know what, where, or how. Do I save these path slabs? Which, I mean, they're good for something. I can put them above ground to make like a raised walkway. Or I can make, use them like I had them here and make a sunken walkway. Or I could just throw them into the brink and let them disappear. Also, no animals have been coming around lately. It's sad. Winter is so sad. I was expecting like all these animals to come running around going, hey, feed me, feed me. And they haven't. Speaking of animals running around saying feed me. Actually, this has nothing to do with that. I'm gonna go gather some gravel. Why? Because... Why? That's a good question. I wanted gravel to make more fan blocks, I guess. In case I decided I wanted to do that. I'm like confusing myself going, well, I mean, I wanted it to make more fan blocks, but do I really want more fan blocks? So that's another question I'll just pose to you without actually using the poll feature. Is you saw what I had going on around the edge of what we had going on around the edge of the barnyard. So I got distracted reading your comment, and then I got thinking about something else and staring off into space. ADHD. So the question is, do I leave the dry stone, which looks okay. It's not great, but it looks okay. Also, there's resin up here. Any wolves? Or do I make more fan blocks? Fan cobble. Read the tooltip and click the right button. It's that easy. Do I do it? No, not really. There's another resin tree over this way. If the game will stop. That apparently is a meteor over there. It rocks. We do. Which one of you is a resin tree? I'm guessing it's you because... No. It's you. Haha. Okay. This is why I make myself a to-do list. I'm over here gathering resin. Like, I'm supposed to be gathering gravel, and like now I'm like, oh, resin. And now I'm like, oh, are there any wolves up here? I'm not freezing, which is a good thing. Upgrade as you go. Other building might be more pressing. Well, that's the thing. I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to figure things to do in winter that don't require a lot of stuff, because I'm waiting for my trees to gather resources for building with wood, so I don't have to go out again looking for sticks. I'm looking for trees to cut down for sticks. Yeah. Okay. I left the door open again. It doesn't really help. Alright. In here, we have stones. So I've been collecting the stones. And the sand. Now the sand is hard to come by around here. It's the gravel that's a little more difficult. And then if we go back into the handbook and peridotite, sand, gravel, and a bunch of stones. Okay, we can do that. Sand, gravel, stones. Papa was a rolling stone. 12? I don't think that's enough. That's enough. I mean, that because we're all out of materials. Alright, we still have plenty of sand. We can stick that in there, and now we can put our extra sand away and our extra stones. Right? Okay. We have those things. Okay, what time is it? Alright. It's medium rift activity all of a sudden. Or it's probably been medium rift activity for a while. I'm just now noticing. Okay. Haha, Hazul. We'll throw those in there. Because that's a good place for them. All those blocks we've made that we don't have a use for at the moment. Yeah, I think I like that being too wide. Oh, right. So, more sphalerite and more copper. Galena is lead. So we have 23 copper nuggets, but we also have a bunch of copper chunks that we could break down. And then we have some hematite. We need to turn into crushed. No. We don't need to crush it, but we can smelt 20 pieces into 1 iron bloom. Okay, so we have 24 pieces. We would get 1 iron bloom. Got it. Okay, my nose is running. Seems to be a common occurrence. It is getting warmer. It's only -8 out. Okay, resin we have in here. We cleared some room in here. Okie dokie. Let's... That is still good for 16 days. Okay. So here's my chisel. Should have got the hammer while we were over there. Okay, back on track. We're gonna chisel a trough in the morning because I don't want to be out at night. Let's grab our used up hammer that has 32 uses. Okay. And see, our copper chisel doesn't have a full durability, and I think I need a full durability to break down the copper anvil. That or I need a tin bronze chisel. But nobody has answered when I ask, and I keep forgetting to look it up on the Wikipedia. Or the wiki. So, yeah. Anybody knows? Inquiring minds. But yes, we have some... I keep leaving the door open. We have our chiseled rock in here. So these guys are already chiseled. We got them out of the wall so that we can use them to chisel our trough. And then while we were there, we got some regular stone for whatever we want to make regular stone out of. So now the question is, you only watch here. It's fair. I've seen other people do it and I just don't remember. And the Wikipedia doesn't help. It says you can do it, and that's it. Okay, so I was gonna ask, should we do some panning? And I'm answering my own question and saying yes, we shall. We'll do these guys. Because, you know, what better way to pass some time until morning than to gather resources from sand? It's also relaxing, you know. It's a good way to pass the time, gather resources, Maybe before next stream, I will actually go on the wiki and look it up. Sorry. I think I needed hydration. Oh, that scared me. Hold on. I need to eat something. Okay. Now I can go back to panning and take a hydration. Okay. We got a quartz, flint arrowhead, some clay, some copper, more stones. Nah, YouTube tells me there are other people watching. You're the only one who just wants to join chat and keep me company. That's fine. I don't mind. Other people can watch and not talk. It's all coolio. Everybody here is welcome. I realize I probably don't need to pin that guy on my map. Actually, there are a couple things on my map that are pinned that don't need to be. We'll fix that in a minute. Been going an hour and a half now. Okay. Meep. I don't need you pinned. By nature a lurker, but you keep asking questions. I know. I am an inquiring mind. I don't need those pinned. All right, is that it? I think that's it. Those still show up pinned. Oh well. I'm like looking at the mini-map going, those are still pinned to me. It's okay. Lurk away. I will stop asking you questions. You don't have to answer. How about we have an ASMR stream for the rest of the stream? I'll just play and not talk, and then y'all can just watch. What do we think of that? I've done it before. I muted my mic from a bathroom break and come back and nobody told me. They couldn't hear me. It's fine. Alright, let's go to sleep and we'll wake up early in the morning. Let's put away what we can. So we've got quartz and some arrowheads. Are flint arrowheads any good? I should look those up again. Blue. Sometimes you're How cool. How dare you? Oh, I'm stretching. My headphones almost fell off. Well, I mean, I could turn down my voice in the game so I'm not quite so loud. Alright, what are we eating next? That's good for 56 days. 38, 38, 38.2. Alright. It's bright and early at 6 a.m. It's medium rift activity. It's snowing. I don't see anybody or hear anybody outside, so I think we're safe. We've got our copper pickaxe. Okay. The only downside is with unlike regular cobblestone, these dry stone require a pickaxe. I can't just punch them to break them. Which is fine. Where did I put my fan? There we go. Oh, these are also directional, so I gotta make sure. If I do it this way and then do it this way. Are those this? Those are different. Urgh. Okay, as long as you do them all this way, I guess it'll be okay. Those all match up? Yes. Do you want to kill a snowman? I know a good snowman. Actually, it's probably easier to sing Let It Snow, because I don't think that has copyright. Well, that's still dry. Okay. Pew, pew, pew. Alright, we got Trumar. And that's the only downside with these fanned cobble blocks is they are directional. Can I punch these? Yes, I can punch these. So I'm thinking these ones we laid going this way. These ones we laid going that way. What if we did... Does that connect at all? No, I don't think it does. Are we gonna notice? These are the real questions. I don't see any rifts. I don't see any bad guys either. Alright, let's not jinx it. Oh, I hear a shiver. I hear a shiver. Where is he? We could build a tower. But where? Oh, we could build it where our little... There, in our temporal storm station. That's a good name for it. A temporal storm station. It's just a hidey hut. But I like it. It's a thought. We could build a tower. Like, I hear this guy. Is he in here with the rabbits? No. Pig? He's in with the pig. My goodness. What nonsense. Pig. Don't make me come after you. A tower. Let me put that on the list. Tower above temporal station. I'm calling it that now. That's my temporal station. Temporal storm station. Alright. Food in my belly. This is not very nutritious food. Alrighty. Also would like to put some sort of permanent light source in with the animals so I don't have to keep, you know, killing drifters and things that end up down there. Or not down there, but in with them. Like a wizard's tower. I did a wizard's tower. I am out of blocks. In the other block game when I played with my daughter. So, guess we'll put these back. I love that every time I put that one in there, snow automatically appears back on it. Yeah, I made a nice one. Are we getting cold? 37.2. Actually, we're fine. I mean, we're a little bit cold. We need fruit. We don't have any fruit. Alright, anyway. Sidetracked. I didn't grab the blocks, so... yeah, we're gonna turn this into a lookout. Inquiring thoughts just encroached in my head. 1, we need to refresh all the torches. 2, we need to get the stones. 3, my permanent house is going to be over here. I don't know if I want a tower in front of it. I had a glass orb enchanting room at the top. Nice. Mine actually had copper roof. That's about as fancy as I think mine got. Copper roof. I think it was made out of sandstone. Or quartz. I don't remember. It was light colored. You're still establishing. At least it's not dead. Okay. Oh, I like, where's the chicken? 1, 2, 3. A bear might not be able to get out of there. So we might, maybe we do a tower above our little hut. Maybe we do a tower up on the hill. I'll have to think about this because if I do a tower there, this kind of may be like the front yard and obstruct our view from all the lovely swamplands where our house is going to be over yonder. So maybe we do it on the side over here. Ooh. On the hill, like up there. And that way we can still access it from our starter base here, but it'll be there in the future for our permanent house. Okay. Let's grab our stones because we didn't grab them, right? Right. Chiseled, we'll take 2. Alright, let's make this trough. I haven't actually practiced this before, so if I mess up, that's fine. It's a learning experience. I see him. There's a Boathorn. In with the rabbits. Excuse you, sir. Yeah, build it on the hill and have an access tunnel. Okay. But, tower above. Tower on hill. Above hut. But I still want to expand the temporal storm station into something a little more than a dirt hut that it is now. So I'm leaving that on my list, the temporal station. I've been taking them, but do I need them? Alright, how many rabbits do we have? 3. And rabbits aren't actually tameable. Good wait. Oh, they are generation 1 though. Maybe they are tameable. I didn't think they were. Because like for chickens, after like each generation for all wild animals, ready to mate. Okay. So we have 2 males and 1 female. It looks like. Okay, maybe we have. They move around so fast. 1 male. I think we have 2 males and 1 female. Male. Anyway, the animals. They will stop running from you once they become tame, like, you know, higher generations. These guys are all wild, so they're generation 0. Except for the rabbits, apparently, are generation 1. Temporal storm bunker. Yeah, that works. Alright. Chisel. Hammer. Okay. So if what do I need? F? There we go. So I think this size? Okay, that's a start. This is one of the things I love about this game. Is that we can do things like chisel. Which means take an existing block and turn it into something else. Okay, and then if we go to this... to be careful. I'm like, did I make a hole in the side? I think I did. So add that back. Okay. Now in theory, if I get this to the right size, I should be able to actually put water in here and it will be good. I just want to make it look good-ish. So this way you can like make sinks and things that hold waters, because unlike the other block game, 1 block of water is an infinite water source. Sorry, I'm concentrating. I think this is gonna look good. Oop, wrong button. I could also add other materials to this if I wanted to, but I think that looks good. I think that looks like a trough, right? We could even... What if we did this just round the corner just a little bit? I can't tell if that's... I might have to wait till spring to see if I get it all the way down to the ground. Oh, I'm starting to get cold. Okay. I can tell because I'm shivering. So, let's go inside and warm up. Thank you. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we're a little bit cold. That's why I haven't been going out adventuring. Because if you watched earlier, I don't know, last year, in real life, when I went out adventuring trying to explore, I would run out of food. And also, I would freeze, which required stopping and building a fire and making shelter. That's why I'm staying home, just kind of trying to, you know, do the things. Now the question is, which one's which? That one. Because I can come back in, even though I keep leaving the door open. It is still considered relatively warm in here. So, like, my body temperature is slowly going up now that I'm indoors. Alrighty. That's good. I mean, our fruit's not... I mean, we still have some fruit in our diet, so yay. But, yeah. So now we have to figure out what we're going to do with these guys. And we still have 32 durability on our copper hammer, which is interesting. I would think that using it to chisel something would use it up, but we had 32 to begin with. Don't want to chisel my numb thumb off. Yeah, although seraphs don't really have thumbs. I mean, we might. We hold things. Let's go ahead and eat our measly meal. Let's go ahead and eat some of this hearty meat. I mean, we're not gonna, you know, like actually eat it, but we're gonna grab some of it to eat. So, alrighty. Oh, we have, where did the 2 dirt blocks. I'm like, where did we get dirt from? But we need more rocks than that, so rocks. Give me a baby. Okay. Let's get our rocks on. Please don't anybody come for me after that. And 2 more of those. Huzzah. Medium rift activity. Eh. Do 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 do. Do do. Yay! All right. Things are getting better. Coming along nicely. While we're here, it's almost time to end the stream. I'm thinking, should I double? I'm pretty sure this morning when I woke up, I double checked the torches, but let's just make sure and do it again. That way we don't start off the next stream with a burnout torch, or the next episode, depending on what I come up with. Okie dokie. So we have 1 extra sand. Throw those guys in there. We can actually, we'll throw those in there for now. Put this on our hot bar. Put that up there. Put that over there. And guess what time it is? It's petting time! Alright. It's fine. Boo-doo-doo-doo. That was my phone going off. Alright, we got a couple minutes. We will spend the time collecting resources, praying to the panning gods. Can I buy or tame a rideable animal for adventuring? Yes! So, you know, there's the storyline. I can find the big bad story dungeon called the Resonance Archive and destroy the big bad thing that's there and take a trophy of that to a trader, and then he will sell me an elk that is tamed and rideable. But it also cost me 50 rusty gears. I only have, what, 18 now? Otherwise, I think I can buy one outright for 100 gears. Or I think they did maybe, I'm not an expert, implement where if I come across a baby elk, I may be able to capture it and tame it, but I don't know if that's really true. Elk is the only rideable animal in the game at this time. Now, it's definitely a plan. There are other ways to explore. On water, I can make a raft, which we'll probably do in spring, so that we can go exploring over the waters to the west and the south as a map loads up here. This is all the world we've explored so far. Not a whole lot. Like, that's negative, you know, that way. And then, you know, that way. And most of this we explored, it's all frozen, and we didn't really get to see much because we were freezing and it was snowing, and this is all water. Yeah. Haven't really explored too much of the world. Not gonna lie. And the only reason we can see, we haven't actually been down here. The only reason we can see down here is because render distance. But we've been around this. Haven't been over here, I don't think. We might have actually come this way a little bit on accident. There's all this area to explore. We haven't really explored up here too much. No, well, in summertime, the first summer, I was trying to get myself a base established so I could have a source of food and the farm and all that. And I thought, okay, come wintertime, I'm going to go out and exploring. Well, wintertime came, and as we've learned, I can't go very far without freezing. And my food stores aren't great because I don't have any source of animal fat or bees to seal up my crocs to keep them longer. So, yeah. Like I said, I tried exploring, but it didn't work very well. And plus, also, wintertime, less hours of daylight. Which, when it's dark out there in the world, makes it kind of hard to explore. You know? Alright, well that is 4 o'clock. Actually, it's a little after 4. And that is all for today. Let me go ahead and do a little, the other thing. This thing. Hi. Hello. Look into my eyes. Anyway. There we go. But, okay. Anyway. Up close. Hi. Hello. How are you? So, going forward, either next week I will be live again, or there will be episodes. We'll find out. If you haven't liked and subscribed, go ahead and do this. Like the stream, like the video, subscribe if you want to stay tuned to see what comes next. But yeah, coming this spring and summer, once crops are planted, we're going to start exploring. But right now we have to make it through the rest of winter, which is probably going to be a couple more months. So, building at home. If you have any suggestions for builds, projects, let me know in the comments and such. And until next week, take care of yourselves.